Part of a half-imaginary plan to make 50 albums for the 50 United States, Sufjan Stevens' 2005 Illinois was as ambitious as it was idiosyncratic. Revealing the full scope of the singer-songwriter's talents as a musician and arranger, Stevens himself played over a dozen instruments. In addition, he deployed a small vocal and instrumental ensemble, the Illinois Makers naturally, ample strings, and modern compositional technique, drawing from minimalists Steve Reich and Philip Glass. Where the first entry in the series, 2003's Michigan was, in Stevens' words, introverted and melancholy, Illinois was designed to be extravagant and upbeat. There is nothing else like it. A 74-minute statewide sweep capturing a UFO sighting, the Pullman Railcar Company, the official hometown of Superman, a serial killer clown, ghost towns, 4 presidents, 1 first lady, and a chicken mobile from Decatur. The full aspect ratio is best heard on the sprawling third track, Come On, Feel the Illinois, an alternate title phrase also printed on the album's cover, cheekily playing on both Slade's 1973 glam classic and the state's common mispronunciation. The pun was meant as comic relief, Stevens said, to offset the song's 9-minute diatribe against the pretenses of commerce, advertisement, and bad art. The first half of the 2-part suite recaps the pivotal Columbian Exposition World's Fair, held in Chicago in 1893, with Stevens shouting out many of the inventions introduced at the fair, including the Ferris wheel and cream of wheat, creating a jingle so peppy, it's easy to forget it's in 5/4 time. Equally epic, but far more personal, Chicago uses the Windy City as a symbol of escape. While attending Hope College in western Michigan, Stevens would road trip to Chicago for urban exploration and concerts, emotional travel experiences conflated in the song with his eventual move to New York City, where he would establish himself as a musician. Between Illinois, the subsequent outtakes collection The Avalanche, and a 2016 reissue, 5 different arrangements of Chicago have been released, including adult contemporary and multiple personality disorder versions. But Stevens didn't completely abandon the intimacy of the Michigan sessions. John Wayne Gacy Jr., stripped down to piano and fingerpick guitar, strives to find rational explanation for the psychosis of the serial killer who murdered dozens of Chicago area boys in the 70s. What could be salacious horror turns into something more complex in the last stanza's confession of empathy and complicity.
And in my best behavior, I am really just like him.
Casimir Pulaski Day, named for the uniquely Chicago holiday celebrating the Polish Revolutionary War hero, covers a major motif in Stevens' catalog, struggling with Christian beliefs in the face of untimely death. The quiet guitar, banjo, and trumpet evokes both the song's tragic story of a teenager dying from bone cancer and the gloomy early March weather of the holiday.
In the morning, in the winter shade, on the 1st of March, on the holiday, I thought I saw you breathing.
The project's historical slant and deep sense of setting is fully realized in Jacksonville, a lushly arranged folk song about a small Illinois town with an identity crisis. A stop on both the Underground Railroad and the Trail of Death, the town's debate over whether its namesake is a black preacher or an infamously racist president encapsulates Stevens' fascination with how America tells its own story.
Andrew Jackson, all I'm asking, show us the wheel and give us the why.
After touring with a band dressed as University of Illinois cheerleaders and releasing album leftovers as The Avalanche, Stevens abandoned the 50 States project at 4% completion. But geography and history have continued to inform his work, from the mixed media streetscape of the BQE to songs inspired by artist Royal Robertson and figure skater Tanya Harding. Illinois created new and playful models for what both singer-songwriters and concept albums could be in the 21st century. Simultaneously sweeping and devastating, symphonic and do-it-yourself, Illinois pushed Stevens to a groundbreaking state-sized sound and resulted in even bigger fun.